everyone, it's Zuzka, the Craftsy penguin, and this is going to be hopefully just a short update after about a week of doing stuff, of creating stuff, as I had a little bit more of free time as the kiddos are on their vacation. They will be returning in a few days and we'll be back to the, circle of logistics and all of that for them, but for now I had some spare time and I was able to actually delve into that pile of ready bundles for the friendship bracelets that I mentioned in the last video. So I sort of went at random, sometimes even switching between like 2 bracelets at a time, which is kind of weird for me because I usually don't do that or didn't do that before, but I'll start from the thing that you've already seen in the last video. That was this one scrappy bracelet, which is really short in the pattern part but still fits around my wrist at least and is suitable for a child, absolutely. And I went with similar random scrappy designs for a bit, because I had this bundle which had a lot of blues and especially yellows from some older project. I don't know of what there were scraps of. I'm not sure really, but there was a lot of this golden yellow in it, and I was able to make this one after that. Again, kind of short, but still good for a kid. Maybe if one of my kiddos wants to give this to a friend or something, I would actually really love that. And I want to make more for them to be able to, spread the joy and give them to their friends, because they are always looking for something to share. They always think of their friends from kindergarten, especially now when it's holiday and they haven't seen them in like a month. They received some sweets at the grandparents, and the younger one was actually like, I will give this part to my friend X and this to my friend Z, and all of that. It was adorable. So I'm hoping that the bracelets might be useful for the kiddos actually. And then I continued on that mandala that I've shown you last time, and I made something absolutely experimental. I went into 3D and I just went with the creative process and watching where it leads me. So I'll try to show you. The mandala was like this flower part only, but it was flat before, and I managed to turn it into this cylindrical thing, which then was kind of struggle to finish at the other end. All the scrappy ends of it are stuffed inside the cylinder, and the sides look like this. And they are kind of random, but I really like this. I have no idea what this is going to become. I'm considering just making it this how do you call that? It's not a pendant. It's a thing that you put on the end of your zipper, to help tug it up and down. So I would make a tail. Oh, this also has a name. But, well, it will basically turn into a charm for a zipper on some backpack or something, probably. So it will get, a ring over here and a bit of a chain, and then a tassel. Tassel is the word for the tails. So a tassel there. So that's it. And next time I want to start the mandala again, maybe with some scraps, because I have quite a lot of them still, and then continue it not in 3D but in 2D, and spread it out and maybe add strings as you go into it so that you can make a bigger one. I would be really interested in doing that, but I'll look into the technique again because I've already seen some stuff like that. So it's out there in the world and I want to explore that. So this is a special weird make. Also, while I was working on this, there was this really interesting story developing in the background because I got a comment on one of my comments on YouTube at video of Masha Knots, who is a great bracelet maker and video maker. And it was on a video from like 6 years ago, more than 6 years ago, where Masha bought several bracelets from other creators at Etsy and like featured them in the video and commented on them. And someone commented that they're happy to have found my work and they were interested in my current work, and it sort of spurred me into making more of these bracelets, and it got really exciting. And then I was like, we kept chatting a bit just in the comments, and I was like, all these answers sound like they're made along the same like pattern of speech, and I got suspicious that maybe they are like AI generated or something. But I dared to ask the person like what is happening there, because it got kind of, I was like, it got me motivated, but then feeling like I'm talking to a machine demotivated me. So I was like, I don't really like this. I feel motivated by the interest of other people in my work. It's really important for me, and it really can make me like work more on my Craftsy stuff. So I was like, I don't really like the feeling that I'm talking to a machine or something, but I asked, and it turned out that it's just a person whose English maybe is not as good, and they are using some sort of AI to compose their answers, but you know, with their thoughts or something like that. So in that process, I even checked their channel, and they have legit simple tutorials for the, not friendship bracelets of this kind, but the string bracelets, you know, with the square knots and all of that. So they're also a YouTube creator who uses more of the, you know, AI features and all of that for the texts and all of that. But that was an interesting encounter. So yeah, we are still sort of chatting about video creation, all of that. But yeah, that was interesting. For a while, I felt like I got, you know, motivated to create by an generative AI machine, but it was not. It was just the structure of the answers, you know. So, but still, it made me, you know, delve back into friendship bracelets again, and I also finished the Ace arrowhead bracelet that I had started before the last video, and I already have one like this, you know, for me that I'm wearing. So this one is just for the collection, my storage box of friendship bracelets, which still exists. It was one of my first videos, I believe, the going through the box of the friendship bracelets, and I still have most of them really, because my Etsy is on long-term vacation because the fees for publishing on Etsy were too much for me compared to the sales. So I'm not really selling stuff right now, so all the bracelets are staying for now. In the vein of the random bracelets, there was also this really small bundle of scraps, which made just this tiny, thin bracelet made out of 6 strings with this like chevron pattern. And again, it's quite small, but it's quite long also. And I used to do these also as tags to zippers at some point. So my mom has many of these like small zipper pouches, all with these string bracelet ends to the zippers to help open and close all of that. And yeah, then I was working on this one and it got kind of frustrating, but I loved the color combination. Look at it, it's really not typical for me to use these colors, but the purple and the green were remainders of DMC thread, so really shiny, really bright, and the red, I had like 2 scrappy bits of the red for it, and I added 2 of this one Puppets embroidery floss was the best matching one, so I added 2 strings to make this pattern, and it may look really crazy like this combination, but it reminded me of this beaded necklace that my grandmother used to have. It was just this string of beads twisted together, and they were strings of red, purple and light green like this. The colors are almost exactly the same. The purple was kind of more grayish in that beaded necklace, but it makes me think of my grandma. So it's sort of a sentimental one, and I'm a bit sorry that it turned out a bit wonky, and it's only because of the pattern. The pattern is just like that. It does these small bumps at the sides. I'm not sure if those are visible, but yeah, it's not really totally straight and all of that, but from a distance it's not really that noticeable. And again, this is a full-size adult bracelet, so it's going into the collection again. And the last one I've already shown you also in the last video, because I had this small piece of it made, so I finished it. It's the Rapunzel inspired one from the Disney Princesses collection that also was in that video in a picture, and again I can put it maybe on the screen here. But yeah, it's the bracelet is finished. It has this beautiful braid pattern on it. I really like this. It's a bit of an optical illusion also, and I quite like, oh, there is cat hair in it. Oh my god, there is cat in all of these bracelets. She participated absolutely. I also like to call this braid pattern the Zetor, which you'll recognize if you're Czech, because that's this brand of old Czech, maybe they're not Czech, I'm not sure, of farm vehicles with large tires with this pattern on the tires. So if you are in the field somewhere and there is this pattern of the wheels, you know what passed over there. So it reminds me of this pattern. So those are the bracelet, that's it. And what I'm working on right now, why all of these strings are over here, all of this embroidery thread, is of course my embroidery of the Old Town Bridge Tower and its surroundings. Currently working on it. I have the pattern on the paper here and all of that, and I'm trying to figure out the colors of the houses right now, because there are several houses in the background that are this like beigey off-white, sort of like slightly yellow color, and each of them is different. So I'm trying to figure out these kinds of colors, you know. So is it slightly beige? Is it slightly gray? Is it slightly yellow? I will see. I think I found one for the church that I want to embroider right now, and then I will see how that color looks on the canvas, and then I will move to the next one. They're each of them just a small patch of color again, but it's kind of like this fun game of figuring out the colors and again the way the thread goes through the fabric and all of that. Yeah, so as I said, just a really quick update. I'm sorry if the light is a bit weird. I'm shooting this quite late-ish in the afternoon, and it's kind of cloudy today. It's really hot, but it's cloudy, so it's this like, whew, it's like a washroom washroom atmosphere everywhere. So yeah, we are still trying to keep cool. So if you're also suffering through a heat wave, keep cool. If you're somewhere where it's cold, keep warm, and I hope you'll have a great time. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy crafting, enjoy creating, and enjoy the colors. Goodbye.